Welcome on back to another episode of Marc and Pete,
I'm your host, Pete.
and I'm the co-host, Marc. Back from a couple week hiatus. Pete had a trip to Pennsylvania or something to go to a funeral or before the funeral, and then we tried to film last week, but it didn't work well. It was what were we going to talk about? Elon Musk.
Yeah, you want to talk more about why that didn't work?
Yeah, it didn't work because why didn't it work?
You said it got too preachy or something.
Yeah, well, I find it very controversial, the whole thing. Elon Musk, he's like almost like a political figure now, right? He's kind of like a right-wing pundit.
He's a billionaire. I don't call him a
Yeah, but everything seems like really politically charged.
right-wing pundit.
So I felt, we were having we were talking about like him buying Twitter and stuff, and I was trying to like devil's advocate, kind of say some things in defense of him, and then it felt like, should I be giving this joker a platform even?
Yeah. You even said you regretted what you said and that you didn't feel comfortable publishing it.
Yeah, it's like you kind of have to full steam ahead.
Kudos to you. It takes a certain amount of self-awareness to be able to step back and say that.
Oh, well, cool. Well, thanks for spinning it in a way that was a compliment. Was complimentary.
It was kudos.
Kudos. What does kudos mean?
I don't know. I hate that word.
All right. So, but we're back. We're back with a no agenda episode. That's what I'm going to call it.
Yeah, a podcast about nothing. You might even say.
Yeah. So we're here, and for the folks just tuning in for the first time, we're a couple fellas that live in Kansas City, Missouri, where the temperature has taken its sharp turn towards the cold. It was 70 degrees out 2 days ago, and then what is it?
It's like 20 degrees today.
It's less than freezing today. Yeah, it's like 26 degrees outside or something. So bundling up, it's that time of year where can't really go out as much. It hurts to be outside. It's so cold. It's pretty gloomy too. Pretty cloudy day.
Yeah, it's yeah.
Gonna start doubling up my vitamin D supplements, I think.
Vitamin D is very important. If you're not taking vitamin D, you should be, because we all spend so much time inside. We're all a little depressed.
Yeah.
Vitamin I'm depressed is what they should call it.
Yeah, D for depression.
D for depression.
What do you think of those lights that people put in their apartments?
The sad lights.
Sad light. Yeah. You think I should get a sad light? You should get a sad light.
The only thing I hear about those is that it's a little tricky because you have to spend time concentrated underneath the light. It would be cool if we could improve light bulb technology to include the sad light and just have that
like putting fluoride in the toothpaste.
Yes,
or fluoride in the drinking water. Yeah. So it's just everyone's getting a little D from every light.
Yeah,
that's smart.
Huh. Or lithium in the water.
Well, so what are what are you doing to prepare for the winter? How are you going to survive the winter?
Me personally, I just did like a full audit of my closet.
Oh yeah.
And I'm looking for sweaters. I'm looking for outfits that I can layer. Because I walk to work now, pretty much.
Yeah. Well, you take the choo-choo train.
Yeah, I take the train, but some days I walk. I don't know. It's gonna get real cold, and I need layers. So I'm trying to be, I was just looking for clothes that say I'm a competent working person, but also I'm warm.
Yeah, that's tricky. So I got those fur-lined sweatpants. I was wearing them yesterday, right? And great winter
Work
wear.
from home
But
chic.
yeah, you can't really wear that into the office now, can you?
Sure, you can. What do you do?
I don't know. Feet.
Yeah, I don't know much either these
type
days.
type on a.
The way you talk about it, like, oh, I don't even do that much coding. Um, but yeah, like that's appropriate office wear.
Is it? Here's something that that I've kind of always thought. With what do you call it? Business casual.
Yeah, bizcast.
Yeah. Men have many advantages in the workplace. We're still working on trying to get equality for everyone, but women get to dress way more comfortably. You know.
Yeah, like a Led Zeppelin T-shirt and a cardigan.
Yeah. When I worked at the Business Journal, I had to wear slacks, often a tie, always a button-up shirt
Ooh,
tucked in, And then I'd go over like I'd need to talk to our accountant, and she's wearing a hoodie and sweatpants, and it's like what the heck?
yeah, yeah. It is kind of unfair.
Double standards. Yeah, yeah, and I don't know.
I don't know. Well,
Frustrating to
that's
me.
there are comfortable business casual men's clothes though, because I haven't. It's just I haven't adopted them yet because I'm too like proud, and I like to be a little more like edgy in my style, a little punk, if you will.
Yeah,
You know. So I haven't graduated to like the quarter zip sweater yet,
quarter zip sweater.
but that
Not
seems
familiar.
so easy. You just put on a white T-shirt and a quarter zip sweater.
What does quarter zip mean?
It's like a pullover.
Oh,
Pullover.
but it's just
No,
got the
thanks. It's
little.
a cardigan. It's a cardigan, but thanks for asking.
Oh,
Uh,
Harlan Williams. Yeah,
yeah, he's hilarious.
good guy. Check him out on the Harlan Highway podcast. Give him a shout out there.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Okay. So that's what that is. It's a pullover with a little zipper.
yeah.
Yeah. I think too. You can get away with, and I think it's kind of the tech bro culture brought this on. Is you can be like a biz dev guy and have the button up shirt, but then a hoodie over top of it. Not like a graphic hoodie, not like this one that says Moog on it, but just a plain hoodie, a nice one. It's got little white frills or something. Maybe the hoodie's red or like a pastel color.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You've seen it. You've seen the look.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like,
It's a good look. It's a good look.
yeah. Yeah, I think business casual is evolving.
You used to work in a clothing store, didn't you?
No, no, I never did. What? Did you think that?
For a second there.
Oh,
No,
I
no,
did. I,
no.
wor- I worked at a shoe shop. Is
Yeah,
that is that what
that's
you're thinking of?
yeah. I was complaining that I thought you worked at like Joseph A. Bank for a while,
I don't know what that is.
and you like fitted men for clothing.
No.
The last time I was in a Joseph Bank, I was shopping for a suit for a friend's wedding, and like I just didn't have a suit. Hadn't been to a wedding in a long time, and this odd Chinese man like
Careful.
fitted me, and he might have been Vietnamese, uh, but he was my like tailor and like shopping assistant while I was in the store,
Yeah.
and yeah, he was just telling me all these things about like he was talking about all these like business books he'd read and like these inspirational things and like how to win friends and influence people and like oh you know trying to get me to stand up straight. It was a real odd experience. It felt real like antiquated. It's not something you get in
Sure.
this hands off modern world.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of tradition, built into buying a suit. You know, like they're gonna check your inseam and they're gonna give you a feel. Did
Oh
he give
yeah,
you a
he
feel?
checked my inseam.
Yeah.
Wink, wink.
Yeah. Yeah. It's tradition. Like Catholics being child molesters.
Whoa.
What? It's a matter of public record. Anywho, I've never heard of Joseph A. Is that like a really nice suit shop, or is that like like say at the bottom we have what is it? Burlington Coat Factory, and then there's like I've gotten a suit at a Brooks Brothers before.
It's like a Brooks Brothers,
Okay, all right. So
but
it's,
maybe a little nicer.
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't like the suits from Brooks Brothers. I got a suit there, and fitted, and it's an old. They do old cuts. I
Yeah.
went to J Crew, got suits there, much cheaper, and they fit much more modernly.
Oh yeah, you're blue for the crew.
Blue for the crew. Yes, yeah, I've got my blue crew check mark. All right. Well, that's Mark and Pete on suits. What were we talking about? What took you to Joseph? Oh,
Menswear,
you thought
business
I
casual
worked at a
clothing.
clothing store? Oh, business casual. Yeah, we were talking about long johns yesterday.
Yeah, because it's cold. We live in Kansas City. We were we were doing a whole like introduction thing.
We're doing an introduction thing.
Yeah,
What do you mean?
and we just
Oh,
kind of trailed
you're
off.
still backtracking our conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, do you have long johns now,
No, I need some. I need some.
Pete? What do you think's going on with this economy? Huh? Is it going to keep getting worse?
It, we covered this in the stocks episode.
Yeah,
I think it's a fugazi. It's a fugazi.
we were
It's
we
a
were
wazi. It's a woozy.
the market was very different when we did the stocks episode.
Yeah,
Now
but
we're in a bear market. Then we were in a bull market, and now things have turned bearish. Although quite a rally this last week, right?
yeah, yeah.
What, are we up like 5 points on
Yeah,
the Dow Jones?
5 points. It was like 1,000 points,
1,000 points?
wasn't it?
I don't think so. 1,000. The points are percentages, right?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know, but it was
I overheard someone talking about it.
things were looking pretty good. Like Unity, Unity.
What's Unity?
It's an open source software video games are made with, and like VR stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Unity. It had like double-digit days. Like
Double digit days.
yeah,
Love those
up
double
like
digit days.
15% in a day. But I still see headlines like what you need to do to prepare for the recession. Which, like, aren't we already in the recession? What is a recession?
Yeah, I'm ready for like the food riots.
A recession is when the economy shrinks for two quarters, right?
2 quarters.
Yeah, something like that. Half a year.
Fiscal year.
Yeah, something like that. And that's we've already had that, right?
Smart business talk with Marc and Pete.
Is it going to get worse or not, Pete? Do I put money into the stock market
Who do you
now?
think I am? Warren McMuffin?
What about all these tech layoffs? Huh? So
Jim
many of them.
Cramer?
So many of them. Google, bunch of layoffs. Twitter, famously, bunch of layoffs.
Hey, if you were laid
Facebook.
off, leave a comment. Let us know
Yeah.
what happened and how angry you are. Also, shoot us your resume. We might be able to help.
Yeah, we'll shout it out. Yeah, lots of. Is it just the tech? I've only been seeing a lot of layoffs in the tech sector. Or I work in advertising. There's been some layoffs there too.
Of what? Ronald McDonald's?
Excuse me.
You heard me.
What is that supposed to mean?
Who are they laying off? Like the mascots? I mean, advertising, that's a pretty stable job.
Well, so in any big company, the first to get laid off are the recruiters. You know,
Oh, yeah.
because they're not hiring, so they don't need the recruiters, so they cut them first. So there's definitely been a lot of that. I've seen that, but I don't know. What's a good recession-proof industry? Grocery stores, the essentials, right? People need the essentials, and they want it cheaper than ever. So Walmart probably performs pretty well during a recession. Wouldn't you say? Walmart, maybe?
Yeah, I'm just thinking about the essentials.
Yeah.
The essentials.
But I mean, it's not like people don't need more toilet paper during a recession, right?
No.
No, yeah. So they shouldn't affect it either way. It should just be stable, the essentials. But the retailers that can provide it at a lower price are going to be the ones benefiting. Or what about this? Debt collectors, hmm? repo businesses, repossessors.
I was thinking like Campbell's soup, you know?
Oh, sure. Or what's that? What's that? The company that makes top ramen.
Maruchan.
Yeah, bullish on Maruchan.
Yeah. That's gonna be around forever.
Yeah, you mean it has a really stable shelf life? Clip that for Instagram. Yeah, well, I just feel like we need to be doing more, and we need to be planning for if things get really tough. What if this happens? The recession gets worse, and then we get attacked by Russia.
I feel like if we're hurting, they're gonna be hurting.
Maybe this World War III. So remember World War II? Were you paying
No, I
attention?
wasn't. I wasn't alive.
Okay, so World War II. That was when Germany attacked the world, right? Right, Germany
And Japan
and Japan and Italy.
and Italy.
Never forget. Yeah, and what happened to the U.S. economy post World War II?
Boomed.
Boomed. Yeah. So I think maybe we.
Oh yeah, I saw this in a meme, and it's like a stick figure kid with a stick. He's like poking it, and he's like, "Do something," and it's like Northrop Grumman and like Boeing and like Lockheed Martin and like all the fucking defense companies,
Right.
and
Yeah.
they're just like poking the world with a stick, and they're like, "Come on, do a war."
Right. Well, they're already benefiting because we're sending all kinds of resources, right, to Ukraine and stuff.
We've given missiles and stuff,
Yeah, those missiles are expensive.
but not too expensive. They're affordable for your personal revolution.
Pretty pretty expensive. I
Not
was
that it's a revolution; it's an invasion. It's, we're clear on that.
Yeah, good clarification, Pete. But I was looking at something. Everyone's investing. Well, not everyone, but countries are investing right now in anti missile technology.
Mm.
They're talking about these. They call it the Iron Beam, and it's a laser defense system. Can shoot down lasers. Uh, it says they can do it for €3 uh, interception, which apparently is crazy. I don't know where they got that number from. Sounds like Hollywood accounting, but they the discussion they were talking about the current price of what Israel has right now, the Iron Dome.
Hmm.
It's something like $100,000 every time they have to shoot down one of those missiles that come at them.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's some Starship Troopers bullshit.
I hear inflation's slowing down. Have you heard this?
I don't know what's happening with the economy.
That's why we're having the stock rally because they've gotten a grip on inflation. What do you think of this Biden character?
Old Sleepy Joe.
Yeah, Sleepy Joe.
That's what I call him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
where'd you get that from? Did you come up with it?
it's stuck. There was Slick Willie. There's Sleepy Joe.
Yeah, is he sleepy? Do you think all those clips of him where he looks like he's being all senile are just taken out of context, or
I'm sure the media exaggerates it,
yeah? Seems like
but
every day I see some
he
clip
does.
of him like trying to give someone a
There
handshake and
there
it doesn't
has
work.
to be like an ounce of truth in it.
Maybe he's just awkward.
Maybe, yeah. He is pretty old.
What do you think of this new king we got out in the what do you call it? The
Or
motherland?
or Charlie.
The old world? Yeah, Charlie.
Charlie.
Is he doing okay? What does a king do? They're kind of just a token, right? They're not even involved with the government, or are they?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I miss the Queen though. People were really mean on Twitter when the Queen died, but I don't know. Maybe the monarchy is a really bad thing. Maybe it's all maybe it's all justified. What are your thoughts?
She seemed nice.
Yeah, and she's been around my whole life. I'm not even British, but kind of felt like it was my queen too, right?
Oh, British. I'm going to drink a warm pint at the pub.
I always thought it'd be cool to be knighted, right? But by the queen, not by fucking Charlie.
Mm.
Yeah, really takes some of the thrill out of it. The
Mm-hmm.
queen there with her little purse. Will we get a new queen eventually? You think in our lifetime?
I don't know. I think it's pretty unlikely.
Well, could Meghan Markle become the queen?
No.
What's with Meghan Markle? I hear a lot
Did
of.
you just like read the tabloids the other day? Like, why do you care?
I don't know. Well, because I don't know who she is.
Yeah, I don't really either. She's married to who's it, Prince
Prince
Harry?
Harry. Prince Harry. Yeah.
Yeah, but she's American, so she could never be the queen.
Yeah. Supposedly they moved to America because she was treated so rottenly in
Yeah, because of the
the
color of
homeland.
her skin.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But then they started a reality TV show,
meet the Markles.
something like that. I don't know. Did they? Tell us in the comments if this is true. But I've seen a lot of smear campaigns, against her. Maybe it's those racist Brits. Yeah.
Yeah, they are historically pretty racist.
What do you think of this Kanye thing?
I, he needs therapy, and he should be on his meds.
Yeah, you think he's sick and in the head, and so he shouldn't be held accountable for things that he says about the Jewish community.
I don't know. Ask Ethan in the blurbs. What do you think about Kanye?
Yeah, they like
You
to
know,
take sides there,
could
but
he plead insanity? Is he responsible for what he's saying? What
yeah,
is he saying?
I don't think so. I don't know.
Let us know.
Do you separate the art from the artist on that one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So keep your Kanye records.
My yeah. Oh yeah. Keep them like early Kanye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Everything up towards what was the one? It's like got like a blue neon sign
I don't know.
on the cover.
I never got into Kanye.
Yeah.
I think his shoes are stupid.
Yeah, they are pretty stupid.
Yeah. Fashion, right? Did you see that fat what is it? Balenciaga? What's that company? And they did a fashion show in the mud. Looked miserable.
I did see pictures of that.
They're really doing the derelict thing.
Derelict my balls. Derelict my balls.
Yeah. Strange. Strange times. But it's almost a new year.
Yeah, you see that Heidi Klum
I don't know.
Halloween costume?
I don't know who that is. Who's Heidi Klum?
Famous supermodel.
Oh,
Probably the
okay.
most famous supermodel.
The most?
The
Tyra
most
Banks was
famous.
the most famous.
Who?
I don't know. Who's Heidi Klum? What's she look like?
Uh,
Put her on the screen.
no, you have to see her Halloween costume.
Yeah. Okay. Is it provocative? Is it a statement piece?
Yes. I guess she does this every Halloween. She just is a little extra,
Yeah. Like Lady Gaga.
kind of. She was, yeah, that was her costume.
What the hell? Is it a tapeworm?
It's a worm.
It's a big worm. It's weird how you can still see a face in the front of it.
It's like abject terror. It's so creepy.
How does she walk around with that? Is there just enough room for a waddle, like a penguin?
I think so.
Yeah, see, I would start freaking out if I was in that costume. Can't move your arms. Pretty good though. Pretty good. Scary Halloween costume.
Yeah, it was it was a play on the whole like your girlfriend asking you, "What if I was a worm?" thing.
Mm, yes, I see. Okay, deep.
Yeah, it's like a kind of meta mimi costume, and she she definitely turned some heads.
Yeah, for the folks at home, there's some internet meme that's a girlfriend asking her boyfriend if he would still love her if she were a worm,
Yeah,
right? And then uh, I don't remember what his reply is, but something to the effect of no, and then I don't know what's the meme.
there are various. You know, it gets remixed.
Yeah,
There are various
it's a
replies.
true meme, and that yeah, it gets copy pasted. Right? Is that what you say?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
For the folks at home, copy pasta is you take something and then you copy it and you paste it and then you change some words around. Right?
yeah. I love the ones where they're like we're just like a bunch of emoji sprinkled throughout the text. I'll have to look up an example because this
Like
is too
the
hard to describe.
what is the clapping
Yeah,
hand
like the
thing?
clapping
Yeah,
hand thing. Exactly.
sure. Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
cool.
love that copy pasta.
That's what's happening in the news. Economy uncertain. Kanye,
It's
Heidi
also
Bloom.
uncertain.
I don't know. Adidas dropped him. Right?
Yeah, Kanye.
Is that
Yeah,
was how does it work with the Yeezy brand? Is Yeezy its own company, or it seems like it's all just partnerships with other? He's like a parasite.
yeah. I don't know. Those shoes are so ugly.
So ugly. Yeah, wouldn't wear them. But who am I to talk? Look at these clown shoes I'm wearing.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else is going on? Someone died. Some rapper died. Sideways or Backfire. Or what's his name?
Buster Rhymes.
Maybe 2023 is gonna be the year I get into rap. Who do you recommend?
Like listening to rap.
Yeah.
Buster Rhymes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, too bad he just died.
Um,
Did he? Is Buster Rhymes
he
alive?
he he he's cool because like there's a lot of like there's like EDM and then there's hip hop. Well, he really bridges EDM and hip hop, and I've heard a lot of like good remixes of Busta Rhymes tracks that are just fire. And he's such a fast rapper. He's like just great for electronic music.
Mm. Well, I like
Now,
that.
if you're looking for more like hip hop, um, I have kind of had a soft spot for Kendrick Lamar recently.
What does that mean? Soft spot.
It's like when you're a baby. There's a spot on your head that's soft because your skull hasn't covered it yet.
So how does that work? And why would you have a soft spot
No,
for?
that's not what it means. It's like you have a soft spot in like your heart.
You should see a doctor about that. Heart's an important organ.
Just trying to break down some walls.
Well, good. What do you have going on today? We're doing this early because daylight savings time happened and it gets dark at like 4 now,
I don't
and
know. It's
we don't have studio lighting.
yeah, it's Saturday. I'm just
Saturday in the
no.
okay. Why?
Oh, listen to that. That
Yeah,
case in
that's
point.
what we're gonna get in trouble for. Not me singing Saturday.
That was House of the Rising Sun.
Is that your ringtone?
It's my alarm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is what time you planned to wake up when you went to bed last night?
Yes,
Jeez
this
Louise.
time, 1 in the afternoon. Um,
It's,
I was
two.
tired, so that's what I'm doing today.
Being tired?
No, I'm awake now.
Or you're becoming a degenerate gambler, right? Isn't that what House of the Rising Sun is about?
I just like the
Cautionary tale.
yeah from New Orleans.
Suitcase and a trunk. Is that what they say?
I don't know. I usually don't make it past the first like 2 seconds of the song because it's my alarm, so I just pound it off.
Yeah. If there's one thing Pete knows how to do, it's pound off. Ugh, what is that? The animals?
No, I don't know. I don't know who.
How do you even get custom ringtones on an iPhone?
You buy them from the iTunes
You
store.
had to
They're
buy it from
like
the
it's a
iTunes
dollar
store?
29 cents.
Yeah.
Yeah, remember when a song used to be 99 cents?
Yeah. Now they're free, right? Or no,
Now it's
it's
free.
$10.99 a month or whatever.
Yeah,
How much does Spotify cost?
so worth it though.
I guess you can pretty much listen to anything on YouTube. If YouTube had a better like interface where it could just like shuffle things and make little playlists for you, it could totally compete. But how does that work though? The artists probably don't get any money unless it's their YouTube video that you're playing. Is that
Yeah,
how it
like
would
their
work?
version, you're gonna need a verification system, right?
Yeah. What is it? What is this Vivo? They seem to have like a monopoly on music videos.
Mm, yeah, I think I don't know exactly what Vivo is. I think it's like just a media channel, and yeah, they play a lot of music videos, but they're centered around like YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm. Yeah. I wonder how all that works. Music business, so complicated.
yeah, real good book about the music business. Also, a real good movie. Um, it's called Kill Your Friends.
Holy cow! What a title.
Yeah, super shocking, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of like a Chuck Palahniuk esque exploration of British recording industry executive.
It's a novel,
It's a novel.
a novella.
Yeah,
What's the difference between a novel and a novella?
just
One's feminized.
just the length.
Yeah,
Yeah,
not the girth.
not the girth.
So is it a novel or a novella?
It's a novel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. So the novel length.
yeah. Let's say it's 240 to 300 pages. Might be a little more.
Yeah. Okay. And it's the story of a record executive
Yeah, it's like a
who's
gonzo
also a murderer.
who turns into him. So he kills the people uh, superior to him to rise the ranks in his company.
Really?
Yes,
I
but
didn't know you could do that.
yeah, it's like it's pretty funny. Again, Chuck Palahniuk esque,
Yeah, but not Chuck Palahniuk.
but not Chuck Palahniuk.
Buck Buck Palahniuk. Well, that's cool. Put it
Yeah, I
on
know.
the
No, and then
put a link in the description.
yeah, for sure. Amazon affiliate link.
Bingo
Amazon
bango.
affiliate link.
Bingo bango.
And they made it into a movie. The movie is not as good as the book, and that's all I have to say on that.
Often the case. Have you seen Dune? And some coworkers talking about Dune.
No, I saw. I think I've seen most of the original Dune.
Oh, it's a remake?
Yeah, it's a remake,
I know it's a book. A lot of it seems like people
and then
like the
of a
book.
book. Yeah,
And I guess the movie, the 2021 film, it's only it only went through half the book. So they're filming the second half right now.
yeah.
I don't know. I haven't read it or seen it, but I think I'm gonna watch it. I think it's on HBO.
Just so you can talk with people at the water cooler about it.
Oh, they made it sound interesting. That's why they sold me on it. You know what it's about?
Kind of.
I don't.
It's like it's like Space Lord of the Rings with like some economics mixed in.
Yeah. Hmm.
Just
Mhm.
yeah.
Okay.
You know, that
You
was
don't, you
pretty
don't
cool.
have any interest in
11.
seeing it?
Um, no, you know, I'm curious. I think it's I think it's maybe just people get so into things, you know, and sometimes you just hate them for it.
Oh, sure, sure, yeah. See, I hadn't heard too much about it, so but it kind of it falls in like the Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, Game of Thrones. People just obsessed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. Any new things coming out that you're looking forward to? I don't even you used to watch movies all the time, and then the movies would have the previews to the other movies, and now that's not really a thing anymore.
There's a there's a there's a new genre of movie, and
Whoa.
I've been kind of interested in it.
Okay.
It's yeah, new genre just dropped. Um, it's very specific to a certain time of the year. It's Santa Claus killing people.
That's a genre?
Yeah, there are like two movies now that have come out in recent years.
I saw one of them, Mel Gibson.
I don't know.
There's one where Mel Gibson's Santa Claus and he kills a bunch of people.
There you go.
Uh,
Uh, we're establishing canon now,
okay. And that's a
and
genre? I mean, there's been Christmas horror movies for ages and ages now.
yes, but this specifically, like Santa Claus goes on a rampage. I think the new
Okay.
one's called like Deadly Night or something like that.
Yeah. And this is interesting to you?
Yeah,
You don't
you asked me what I was into.
you don't like scary movies though. I've talked to you about this before. You said you don't like them.
Sure, I do.
You
I'm not.
that's
I'm not gonna. I don't. No, I don't seek them out and watch them alone a lot.
yeah. Okay. But you would if Santa Claus was the antagonist.
Yeah, I would watch that movie.
In the Mel Gibson
It's fun.
film, I think Santa Claus is still. I think he's being attacked by like a squad of criminals or something on at the North Pole, and so he's just defending his homestead with his elves and stuff.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, what do you think of Mel Gibson? He has done some things similar to Kanye, not like with like fashion, but with like anti-Semitic remarks, you know.
Yeah,
And he seemed to come out the other end of it. Remember that movie he made about Jesus
that's actually on our list.
on our list?
Yeah,
Do we have a
well, you
list?
may not remember this,
Is this
but
in Notion?
we were sitting on the deck in Anacortes, and we were making a list, and I somehow lost the Notion document.
Checking it twice.
uh, this is like the lost Notion document because I couldn't find it. But I did find it like the other day when I was going through my computer. There's a list of movies that we made that was very obtuse. We were like, no more of this 90s stuff. No more of the obvious picks. Let's get into some real film.
Deep cuts.
Deep cuts. And Passion of the Christ was on that list.
Yeah. I saw it once, I think, when it first came out. But I remember, small town, small conservative, Christian oriented town. It was a big deal. Played in that theater for quite a while.
Yeah, the movies have a early connection with like religious movements.
Say that again?
The movies have a early connection with like religious movements,
Just
especially
movies in general?
in the United States, especially.
And especially Mel Gibson picks.
Yeah, I mean, because it's like lowest common denominator schlock, you know.
Yeah, well, every story, is the same. Is the same, right? It's all the pagan story that turned into Jesus, and then became, I don't know, whatever Keanu Reeves is playing at the time.
In the lake house.
Yeah, Is Lake House the one where he's home alone, his family's gone or something, and then his house gets broken into by two hot chicks, and then they tie him up and bang him and then kill him?
No,
Oh,
it's not an action movie.
no. What's Lake House?
Uh, they're like staying in a lake house, and they exist in like different times though, and they can like
Mm.
communicate through like the mailbox.
Was it a romance?
Yeah, it's a romance.
Really? Through mail? Like a pen pal?
Yeah,
You ever have a pen pal?
and they like fall in love with each other across time.
Wow. Was it really across time, or was it just some weirdo that lived down the street who was putting mail in his mailbox? You ever have a pen pal, Pete?
No. Have you?
Yeah. Yeah, I did it for like a school thing once.
Really? Where did they live?
I don't remember.
Was it like in the United States, or was it in like another country?
Yeah, don't remember. I don't remember, but I remember having to write letters to my pen pal.
Good story.
Well, I was hoping that, you're more of a writer, right? English major, whatever.
Uh, Film and Media and American Studies.
Liberal arts. Well, maybe you should become a pen pal with someone in one of our many sister cities.
Yeah, maybe emails. I don't really like want to write a letter by hand.
Well, you can print it out.
Oh yeah, I should
Yeah.
get a printer.
Email's more efficient, though. What about Omegle? You familiar with that?
Omegle.
Omegle?
Yeah.
And is that like you just turn on your computer and it pairs you up with a random person?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's another one like that, right?
It used to be called Chat Roulette.
Chat roulette, yeah. That's kind of like pen pals, except it's always random, right? So can you like save? Can you add someone as a friend?
No, it's random.
I guess you could give them your WhatsApp handle.
Yeah, just have that copied and ready to paste.
Yeah. Or maybe, just do a Craigslist ad. Can you do like a little casual encounters? Craig's looking for a pen pal.
Yeah,
I'm gonna need you to pretend like you're from a different time. Try to do
or
a light
country.
lake
Trying to do a
house.
lake house.
Yep. Yep. You ever tried to write a story?
um, the yes and no.
You're gonna have to unpack that for me.
Okay. There was this. I had this like no in that I haven't had the patience to like sit down and like come up with a story and like try to write it. That is a very foreign skill to me, and I wish I was good at it. You would think I'd be good at it, but I'm just not.
Hmm.
So I really like screenwriters and people, novelists. Like I really respect people like that.
Yeah, because it's mysterious to you. You don't know
Yeah,
how they come up with it.
yeah. Like I can edit it, but I can't write it. I can't dish it out.
I see. Yeah, it's got to be difficult. Although maybe not. I don't know. I think it is just one of those things. Some people have it. When I worked at the Business Journal, we had all of these columnists that would write in like almost weekly, and they were usually like accountants and things, and they're just promoting their business kind of by just having a voice in the business community. And they would churn out content pretty consistently. Yeah, I couldn't imagine doing that either. Or like these SEO companies, they have these copywriters, and like their whole job is, you need to write 300 words about garage doors, publish publish these blogs.
Goes up, goes down.
Yeah, you applied to be a copywriter once, right? Which that would be the job, writing a bunch of.
Yeah. And at one point, I felt like at one point in my life, like I felt like I could have done that, and I could have done that so easily because writing did just come pretty naturally to me.
Hmm.
But I feel like I've kind of muddied the waters in my brain,
Yeah, your brain doesn't
and
work so good anymore.
it just I have difficulty with it now.
Mm. Yeah. Well, you get older, you become more rigid.
Yeah.
Things start working not as well.
Yeah, let's get one of those let's get sponsored by one of those brain puzzle apps.
Brain puzzle apps.
Yeah, one that increases brain plasticity.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of this. Well, do you think like Wordle does? We were playing Wordle for a while. You sent me a
Yeah.
Wordle score like randomly the other day. Like I haven't played it in a while, but it was quite popular. You were playing Wordle. You were playing Filmel. What's the movie one?
Framed.
Frame.
Framed.wtf.
You ever play Sudoku?
Sudoku's hard. I struggle with that one too.
No. Yeah, I think Wordle was popular because it's like the perfect. It takes the perfect amount of time. You know, you can usually knock out a Wordle in like one poop.
Yeah. Usually.
Sudoku or a crossword puzzle is pretty time consuming.
Yeah. I did that was my thing. I did in college crossword puzzles Monday through Wednesday. I couldn't get the Thursday and Friday, Saturday, Sunday ones.
Do they get progressively harder through
They
the
get
week?
they get harder through the week.
Didn't know that. New York Times.
New York Times.
Hmm.
Free copies of the paper, in the union or whatever. So I just pick one up and get some coffee and do the crossword.
A nice big crossword is it's a pretty good airplane pastime. If you have a flight.
Great conversation starter too. Hey, it's a three-letter word for a small colony living bug. Uh, 32 down.
Yeah, yeah, good Do you like having conversations on airplanes though?
Again, yes and no. Depends on who I'm talking to.
I don't. That's something I
You-
did. I did when I was younger, and now I just put my headphones on and like, stare straight ahead.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Headphones are great.
What do you do with the armrest? Do you just give up the armrest?
No, I seize it immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm. Interesting.
Are you polite?
I don't think about it, but I let the chips fall where they may. If they're not using it, I'll grab it. But otherwise, I don't mind. Just anything to avoid touching, feeling the person next to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. You had a weird flight. Tell the story of your last flight. It's quite a debacle. Pennsylvania.
Yeah. Okay, so mm, I was I was flying from Pennsylvania back to Kansas City, and I had a connection through Chicago.
Chicago, the Windy City.
Yeah, hot dog capital of the world.
Deep dish pizzas.
And um, the I was flying with my parents because we were coming back from like a family reunion, and so we decided to just go to the airport together in the morning. So we took an Uber to the airport. We went through security. We did all that. We were at our gates, our respective gates, to fly away.
Separate gates, different gates.
Yeah,
But
and
close enough you were still together.
yeah, the gates were like
Interesting.
right next to each other because there were two flights to like Kansas, basically.
I don't know how they organize them.
Anyway, we said our goodbyes, and yeah, their plane did leave. It left, and then my plane was like delayed. It was delayed 20 minutes, but then it was delayed like an hour because they had to like get a different airplane. They said from the hangar.
Sure, that's where you get an airplane from, right?
I know. What the fuck? Oh, we have to get the plane from the hangar.
Yeah. Okay. So they go get the plane.
They got the plane. We got on the plane. We're delayed like already like 2 hours at this point. Um, I had a nice McDonald's breakfast in the airport, and I was just kind of nodding off with my headphones in, just listening for announcements. Um,
What'd you get? Two sandwiches.
two two sausage burritos.
Oh, I didn't. McDonald's does burritos.
The breakfast burritos are like S tier. They're just the best.
Really?
Oh yeah,
Like compared to Cluster Truck, they're better.
different thing.
Okay.
These are clearly not like cluster truck quality,
Well,
but
no, they're S
they're
tier.
microwaved or whatever. But they're so good.
Okay.
Yeah. Some might say the McGriddle is the best breakfast item at McDonald's. I would say it's a breakfast burrito, but you know,
McGriddle still
fight me in the
exists.
comments.
I thought that was just a PR stunt.
No, I think they were so popular that they stuck around.
Yeah, interesting. Well, people do love sugar with their fat. All right, so
Anyway,
you're nodding off there after a couple breakfast burritos.
yeah, and they put us on the plane finally. Put us on the
Okay.
plane. Um, the pilot made it a point to apologize to everyone, and oh, we were waiting on a pilot. That was the thing. We were like waiting on a pilot, and like finally they got the pilot and the co-pilot, and then he made it a point to like tell everyone like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, blah blah blah. We're gonna get there in like record time. I'm gonna take this baby as fast as she can go."
Nice. Love
Yeah,
to hear
which
that.
and you like the sound of that. You
Yeah,
know, you
fly
like
like a
the sound
bat
of
out of
that.
hell.
Yeah.
Cool. Sounds like a cool pilot.
And he was like, "I love my job." And so we took off. Might have even happened that like people applauded. You know, when people applaud on airplanes,
Sure.
it's like real awkward.
Love it.
Oh man. So we were in the air. We were flying for about half an hour, and then like some light that is clearly visible to like the entire cabin, the entire coach cabin where I'm sitting, comes on, and the pilot comes on, and he says like, "Whoa, we got some kind of emergency light here, and we're gonna says the says one of the doors is not fully sealed. We're just gonna, for precaution, turn her around, go back to Chicago. I apologize." And so we're like,
Damn it.
damn it. Like, we were on our way. So the plane circles around for like another half an hour, trying to wait to land. And yeah, from there it was kind of like a blur, you know. I was just in the airport again. I was nodding off in my seat again.
Couple more breakfast burritos.
A couple more breakfast burritos.
Huh.
uh,
Now, what
and
do you think of this? Had the pilot not made the executive decision to turn around and decided to just put it to a vote, you know, say, hey guys, the door's not sealed. We're not dead yet, right? It should be fine. Do you wanna just continue to Kansas City, or should we play it safe and put her back on the ground?
yeah, press your little attendant light to vote.
Yeah. How would you have voted?
I would have said keep going.
Yeah.
I was ready to go at that
Fuck
point.
it. Drop the masks, you know, get us some oxygen flowing, and let's keep
Well,
this
what I
bird in the
thought was
air.
especially brazen was then the flight attendant, the male flight attendant,
Careful.
was like up out of his seat, like walking around, making sure the people in first class had all their trash like taken away and stuff. He was even chatting to someone, and I thought this guy is going to be the first one to get sucked out of the airplane.
Yeah. Did you tighten up your seatbelt and kind of hunker down?
A little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, is that what happens? I guess if the door blew open, it would just like a vacuum. It would suck everyone out.
Well, I think it's like an altitude thing. So I don't think we were at a high enough altitude.
I
Perhaps we
see.
were. I don't know. I wouldn't risk it.
Yeah, I'd probably want to stay buckled up. Do you think is there enough parachutes on an airplane for people to parachute out if need be?
I don't think there are any parachutes on an airplane.
No parachutes?
Yeah, it's like what's that guy? Jack Dorsey? Who's the guy who stole the
DB Cooper?
DB Cooper?
That's right. He had to ask for parachutes. Like, give me the money and the parachutes. Hmm.
Yeah.
Why don't they have parachutes on planes?
I know, it would make so much sense.
Yeah.
Just so much sense.
All those cost-cutting measures. You know, you used to be able to smoke cigars and eat a Thanksgiving dinner on an airplane. You ever see those old pics from the 70s?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Now you can barely sit. Have you seen those double decker, that concept they're doing to make fit even more people on an airplane?
Farts fella. Smart fella.
Yeah. Yeah, of course they've memed it. But how does that work though? Because I think like there's weight limits on planes. I've heard people have gotten kicked off of planes because they're over the weight limit. You heard of this?
Man, yeah, that's tricky.
Yeah. I don't know. Different planes, you know.
Hmm.
You ever flown on one of those real big planes? You don't know, like a transatlantic flight?
Yeah. Yeah, when it's like 3 seats, 5 seats, 3 seats.
Yeah. Big old planes.
Yeah.
Usually a nicer flight. Good food on those planes. Emirates. You ever fly Emirates?
No.
It's the way to get to Europe, for sure. Definitely not. Flew one called Wow Airlines,
Hmm.
and it was a good name for the airline because it's like, wow, they're charging me for water. Wow, that was a bumpy landing. Yeah. All right. Well, I think we're right up on an hour.
Yeah, are we done with this introduction yet?
All right. Yeah. Let's get to the episode.
Yeah.
What's the topic today, Pete?
Well, it's and then it cuts.
It
You,
cuts,
you get it? You know?
and then it's
And
over.
then it's over.
We didn't do it. And then you like or subscribe plugs. They know to like and subscribe.
I hope that.
We get so few viewers. It's actually going to move the needle anyway. Maybe we should just